Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, what up? So as you guys can see from the title, today I'm going to be giving you guys my first impressions on the brand new Huda Beauty Faux Filter Skin Finish Buildable Coverage Foundation Stick. It's been a minute since I reviewed a foundation and I found this one intriguing. I tried out Huda's liquid foundation and the color was not right. It made me look gray, so I was just like, ugh, no, I'm taking it back. But this one intrigued me because they did add some in-between shades to the shades that already existed, and so I felt like I would be able to find my match with this foundation. And again, it's new, so I just wanted to go ahead and test it out. You guys are going to see me put it on my face, and I'm going to let you guys know my first initial thoughts about it. Probably gonna do a little bit of a wear test and then go from there and let you guys know my thoughts on it. So this is the shade Mocha 500G, and typically I don't like stick foundations, but again, like I said, this one intrigued me. So if you guys are curious to hear my thoughts on this foundation, then just keep on watching. Okay, so the primer that I'm gonna use today, I'm actually gonna double prime because I find that that helps for me and my oily skin. So I'm going to be using these two primers. The first one that I'm going to put on my face is the Smashbox Photo Finish Oil and Shine Control Primer, and then I'm going to put on the Tarte Poreless Mattifying Primer. This one dries down to a little bit more of a matte finish, whereas this one is a silicone based primer, but it does really good at smoothing the skin and filling in pores, so it works out in the long run. And the Smashbox one is kind of like a gel consistency when you first squeeze it out, but as you rub it into your skin, it almost kind of dries down to a powdery type of finish without being super dry and balling up on the skin. So these are actually really good primers. I like them. And as you guys can see, it just took away all that shine that was on my face. And then I'm going right in with the Tarte primer, just like a pea-sized amount, and I'm gonna smooth that in the areas that I want to be really nice and smooth, where I have a little bit of texture, so that the foundation kind of glides over those areas a little bit easier, and they just show up looking a lot smoother once we're done with the entire full face. And then the Tarte one, being as it is a silicone primer, it does kind of take away shine or keep you from being shine free as well. So even if you use this primer on its own without a mattifying primer underneath, it is gonna take away the shine that you have on your skin. Okay, so I just want to touch a little bit on this foundation before I actually start putting it on my face. So yeah, this is a stick foundation, and normally I am not a stick foundation girl just because I've never had good luck with stick foundations. I feel like they're always super heavy on the skin, which is not good for my oily skin. It does nothing good for me. It ends up just looking cakey and a mess, and they're just not the best for my skin type. So I usually stay away from stick foundations, but this stick foundation from Huda claims to be light to full coverage. You can customize it and build it up as you want. It is transfer proof, waterproof, humidity and sweat resistant, and it's supposed to melt into your skin for a natural filtered finish. And y'all know I'm all about that filter life, which is again why I double prime. I like for my skin to just look really smooth and nice. So it's saying that you can build this up. So like I said, the last foundation I tried from Huda, which was her liquid one, the color was not the best for me. It kind of made my skin look gray, and they've added some shades, so I'm hoping that this one will be a match. I have the shade 500G Mocha. I'm scared, y'all, but let's try her out. I'm also going to be blending her out with this Morphe complexion sponge. So I'm going to start with some swipes on this side of my face. It actually looks like it's blending into my skin perfectly just from me swiping it on. I'm going to do down my nose, and then I'm going to do a big swipe on my forehead. I actually can't really even see where I put the foundation. It blends into my skin nicely, so I'm hoping that that's a good start. So let's just blend it in. Okay, so off the rip, yes, this is a light coverage. I don't know, again, I've never really used thick foundations like that. I've tried them once and then just didn't like them, so I don't even know how many swipes I need to do in order to get better coverage. Let me pull out my mirror so I can see up close, because it actually blends in damn near perfect with my skin, so I can't even see where I put it on at, which is a great thing actually. It doesn't really look like I have on foundation, not saying because the coverage is super light, but just because it literally disappeared into my skin. But I am gonna go in with another few swipes in all the areas where I first put it. I don't want to cake it on too heavy, because regardless, even if they say that this is a light coverage foundation that can be built up, I don't want to cake it on to my face, because I'm just scared of stick foundations getting greasy on me. Okay, now I'm starting to see a little bit of the color. I'm pretty sure after I like contour and highlight and everything, it won't be bad. So that second layer definitely did a lot more for me. It's not full coverage off the bat. It's not even medium coverage right off the bat, at least not with the amount of swipes that I put on the first time. It's super light coverage, but I guess that's why they say it's light to full, because you can build it up like I did. That's actually good enough for me for my skin. I don't mind having it look just a little bit sheer. This is good for me. I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can see what it looks like up close. Okay, so this is the foundation up close on my skin. I hope I blended everything in good enough, but this is what she looks like on my skin with those 2 layers. I think it actually looks nice. It's kind of matte, and that could just be from the primers that I use, but so far so good. It doesn't terrible. We'll just have to see how it wears on me. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and hurry up and do the rest of my face. If you guys are wondering, everything will be down in the description box, and yeah, I'll be back to show you guys my finished result. All right guys, I'm back and I just finished off my full face. I'm gonna zoom you guys in so you can see how all of the products are sitting on top of the foundation. I actually think that they all are working really well with the foundation, but you guys let me know what you think about how it looks. Everything seems to be working well so far. I mean, it's literally been like 2 minutes since I applied everything, but the skin is smooth. Everything went on top flawlessly, including my highlighter, because I did use a super glittery highlighter. This is the Fenty Cognac Candy All Over Diamond Veil. I did use that, and it seems to be sitting on top nicely. This is what my forehead is looking like. Very shimmery and shiny again. It's that same highlighter, but everything looks good so far. So let me zoom y'all out. It is currently 4:05. I know it's late as hell in the day for me to be filming this, but I'm gonna try and keep the foundation on for as long as I can. Usually I start to take my showers like around 9, maybe 10 o'clock at night, so I'm gonna try and keep it on for that long and then come back on and let you guys know how it held up and how I feel about it. Oh yeah, gotta use the setting spray. So this is the Huda Beauty Resting Boss Face Waterproof Setting Spray Ultra Matte Finish Extra Hold. And I actually have to go and pick my baby up from his daycare center in about an hour. So, and I am gonna have to put on a mask. So I want to see how this foundation, which is supposed to be transfer proof, resistant, and all that crap, along with the setting spray, I want to see how these two are gonna hold up on the skin. So I know there's 2 different ways to apply this setting spray. It says after applying makeup, hold 8 inches away and mist face 2 to 4 times in a circular motion. And then it also says Huda's trick is to dampen a beauty sponge with the formula and then press into face to seal in makeup for the day. Since I am doing a wear test, but since I'm not really going anywhere fancy schmancy where I need my face to hold up literally all day, I am gonna just spray it onto my face and see and what type of difference that makes. So this is literally my first time using this spray. I know everyone says that it has a really strong scent, and it does smell of perfume, but it smells really good actually. I like it. So let's see what we get. It dries instantly, like literally instantly. So like I said, I gotta put on a mask today. We shall see how this holds up. So yeah, I'll see y'all in a couple of hours. Alright guys, so I am back for the check-in. I think I did good enough. It is now 9:23. If y'all can see that, it's 9:23. I've had this makeup on since 4 p.m. so a good little wear time. At least it's good enough for me considering I had nowhere to go really. I did put on a mask for like 5 minutes to go and pick my baby up from daycare, but that's it. Other than that, I am shiny, but that's to be expected because your girl got oily skin. So it's not about me being shiny, it is about how this foundation looks with me being shiny. Is it cakey? Has it rubbed off? Is it greasy as opposed to shiny? So I'm gonna zoom y'all in so y'all can see what I see while I talk about it with you guys. I'm gonna try and keep this as short as possible. Okay, I got some settling into my smile lines around my mouth. I have a little bit that rubbed off right here in this one area on my chin. That could be just from wearing the mask, so that's not too big of a deal. Everywhere else, for the most part, I think looks pretty good. I didn't get any that rubbed off like on my cheek area, and you can still clearly see everything. You can see my highlight concealer, you can see my bronzer, my blush, and then my highlight right here. So everything is still pretty noticeable. I feel like I could probably go over my face with some powder and then still be able to continue wearing this foundation. It didn't get cakey around the sides of my nose. I just feel like I'm shiny, and that's about it. The color match was actually really good for this foundation. I did use a super bright concealer for today, just because I was afraid of it oxidizing. And I was like, okay, if it oxidizes and I have on the super bright concealer, then I'll be fine. But for the most part, everything looks pretty good, y'all. I'm not mad at this thick foundation. So I'm actually honestly, I'm impressed with Miss Huda. Okay, I am impressed with this foundation. It exceeded my expectations because, like I said, I don't like stick foundations, but it definitely exceeded my expectations. I'm actually kind of happy to put it into the rotation. It's a nice color match. The formula is pretty good. It wore pretty well on my skin. Not bad, if I do say so myself. Yeah, that's my review. I like the foundation, and I actually would recommend for you guys to go ahead and try it out. So that's everything I have for you guys today. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up and leave me a comment down below letting me know that you enjoyed it. And if you're new, definitely go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the bell notification so that you can be notified every single time that I upload a video. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace.